This is Brandon Stoneburg, the York Daily Record and GameTimePA. I'm back here at my old alma mater. It's beautiful as always. I'm here with head coach Brad Livingston. Coach, we're talking about our game of the week this week, Central and Northeastern, a little battle over the Norris Creek here. It's a pretty big rivalry on the volleyball court, as you know, but it's getting a little bigger on the football field now. Central's off to a 1-2 start. Coach, first off, I guess, what do you like from your team so far, and what do you have to do to kind of put those 2 losses behind your guys?
Well, I think we have to, go back to the physicality that we might have shown in the first game. We haven't been really physical the last 2 weeks. I thought we were a little more so against Hempfield, so we'll get back to work here. Practice is going on right beside us, and hopefully as the week goes on, there'll be lessons learned from those 2 losses that'll pay dividends this week.
And what's it going to take to kind of put those 2 losses behind you?
All right. Well, the first 2 games, it's tough playing the. We have Hempfield and Cumberland Valley, and obviously
right.
West York's the first one, so that's 3. And we come into the division play, and we're already kind of battle tested. And I think it's a big thing to be able to play those 3 teams, to not have a walkthrough to start the season. So I think we're definitely ready for Northeastern this week.
They're a very strong football team. There's no doubt about that, and they've dominated their opponents. They run the ball well, throw and catch it well. Defensively, they're playing solid. It's going to be quite a test.
You mentioned physicality, you mentioned their running game. Their running game's been a strength, and Central's run defense, statistically at least, hasn't been all that great this year. What do you guys have to do differently to stop the run?
Well, we got to tackle somebody. We haven't been tackling too many people, and I guess the other part of that is we got to get close enough to them to tackle them. So if we can fix those 2 things, if we can get close to them, that's a start, and then maybe we'll tackle them. I mean, it's not as complicated as they say it is. I mean, all you have to do is pretend somebody's running down the street with your favorite shirt and you go get them. It's really not a lot to think about. But, first we got to get them within range, and then we got to put the pads on them and see what we can do.
Line this year, something you don't see often at the high school level, of a former player of yours now coming back and playing against you. Does that provide any kind of an advantage for you knowing who you're facing, or any disadvantage for him knowing what you guys have?
I think it's probably a wash. I mean, Shannon was our starting quarterback the first 3 games last year, and he did a good job for us. He was a great kid to coach while he was here. There are a couple of other kids over there too. New Johnson, the one running back. He was here for a while, but he didn't enjoy it here, so he went elsewhere. And Adam Kipp, their left guard, who played for us as a sophomore too. So there are lots of connections, and I'm sure that's going to upscale the intensity a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the Bobcats versus the Panthers, and we'll go from there.
There it is, the Bobcats versus the Panthers, some familiar faces. The Bobcats are a few miles on the other side of the creek. We'll see you Friday night right here in Central York. Be there.